Emotions and moods. Three terms that are closely intertwined: affect, emotion, and mood. Affect is a broad range of feelings that people experience, including emotions and moods. Emotions are intense, discrete, and short lived feeling experiences, often caused by a specific event. Moods is the feelings that tend to be longer lived and less intense than emotions. Positive and negative affect. Positive affect includes emotions like excitement, enthusiasm, and elation, while negative affect encompasses emotion like nervousness, stress, and anxiety. Basic emotions there are anger, fear, sadness, happiness, disgust, and surprise. Recognizing how emotions are displayed across cultures is essential for effective cross-cultural communication. Moral emotions. Moral emotions, such as disgust, sympathy, and anger, arise from our judgments of situations with moral implications. Experiencing moods and emotions. People generally experience positive moods more frequently than negative ones. However, negative emotions often lead to prolonged negative moods, possibly due to the longer lasting impact of negative events on our thoughts. The function of emotions. Positive emotions often enhance job performance and job satisfaction, while negative emotions may help us discern accurate information more effectively in specific situations. Sources of emotions and moods. There are personality, time of day of the week, weather, stress, social interactions, sleep, exercise, gender identity. Emotional labor. Controlling emotional display. First, while emotions are an individual's actual emotions. Second, displayed emotions are the emotions that are organizationally required and considered appropriate in a given job. Third, surface acting is hiding feelings based on display rules. Fourth, deep acting is trying to modify our true feelings based on display rules. Fifth, emotional dissonance is inconsistencies between the emotions people feel and the emotions they project. Emotion regulation. Emotion regulation involves identifying and modifying emotions. Techniques include emotional suppression and cognitive reappraisal. While these techniques can be helpful, they may also have downsides, such as mental fatigue or negative impacts on health and relationships. Ethics of emotion regulation. Emotion regulation has ethical implications, ranging from concerns about authenticity to the belief that emotions should always be controlled. The key to effective emotion regulation is adaptability, being aware of your emotions, and selecting the best regulation technique for the situation. Organizational behavior applications of emotions and moods. Selection process, decision making, creativity, motivation, leadership, negotiation, customer service, work life conflict.
Individual personality and differences. Let's talk about individual personality and differences. What is personality? Personality can be understood as the collection of ways an individual responds to and engages with their surroundings. Essentially, it encompasses the measurable traits that define how a person behaves and interacts with the world. Personality refers to the unique and consistent patterns of thinking, feelings, and behaving in individuals. Major personality frameworks are models used to categorize and understand human personality traits. These frameworks help explain how individual differences affect behavior in various contexts, particularly in the workplace. Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI. The MBTI is based on Carl Jung's theory of psychological types and categorizes individuals into 16 distinct personality types based on 4 dichotomies. Extraversion versus introversion. Focus on outer world versus inner world. Sensing versus intuition. Focus on concrete information versus abstract patterns. Thinking versus feeling. Decision making based on logic versus emotions. Judging versus perceiving. Preference for structure and decision making versus flexibility and spontaneity. The Big Five personality model: conscientiousness, emotional stability, extroversion, openness to experience, and agreeableness. Let's talk a little bit more about the Big Five personality model. The first one, conscientiousness at work. Conscientious people less likely to engage in counterproductive work behaviors, think less about leaving organization, and can adapt to changing task demands and situations. Second, emotional stability at work is most strongly related to life satisfaction and job satisfaction as well as reduced burnout and intentions to quit. The third one, extroversion at work. People with extroverted personality traits experience a small, persistent advantage in their jobs and in their careers. Furthermore, extroverts experience generally high job satisfaction and reduced burnout. Fourth, openness at work. Open people tend to be creative and innovative and are more likely to be effective leaders and more comfortable with ambiguity. They go better with organizational change and are more adaptable. Agreeableness at work. Agreeable individuals tend to do better in interpersonally oriented jobs such as customer service. They experience less work-family conflict and are less susceptible to turnover. Undesirable traits. Dark trait, a constellation of negative personality traits consisting of Machiavellism, narcissism, and psychopathy. Machiavellism, the degree to which an individual is pragmatic, maintains emotional distance, and believes that ends can justify means. Narcissism, a person who has a grandiose sense of self-importance, requires excessive admiration, and is arrogant. Narcissists can also be hypersensitive and fragile. Psychopathy is part of the dark trait. In the OB context, psychopathy is defined as a lack of concern for others and a lack of guilt or remorse when actions cause harm. Other relevant traits. Core self-evaluations reflect how people view themselves. Positive self-evaluations correlate with higher job satisfaction and performance. Self-monitoring, the ability to adjust behavior in social situations, which can enhance adaptability in diverse work environments. Proactive personality, the person that identify opportunities, show initiative, take action, and persevere until meaningful change occurs, compared to others who generally react to situations. The conclusion. Emotions, moods, and personality significantly influence workplace dynamics. Emotions are intense and short-lived, while moods are long-lasting and less intense, both shaping interactions, decision-making, and job performance. Emotional intelligence and regulation are essential for effective leadership, communication, and conflict management. Personality traits, especially those outlined in the Big Five model, impact behavior, satisfaction, and adaptability at work. Traits like conscientiousness and emotional stability enhance job performance, while negative traits, such as those in the dark trait, can hinder it. Understanding these factors helps organizations foster a positive environment and boost overall performance. Thank you for your attention.